New for 2013, Hot Wheels has this cool classics line. On the left you can see that it's going to be a 30 model release. Here's the cars in the first lot, which would be known as the A case assortment. And here's the list of the B case assortment. So at this time there's 6 cars in each assortment. Collectors who've been around a while remember the Hot Wheels classics. They were around in the mid 2000s. You can see how they used practically the same styling in the logo. I don't recall the price of the original classics. I think they were about $3, $3.50. They were on a heavy cardstock. They had full color graphics on the front and the back of the card. These cool classics have full color on the front and back as well. Kind of makes it feel like, okay, I'm getting a little more value for my $3 to $4. They're about the same price. Let's check the cardstock. Hey, a lot thicker cardstock, nice. When you buy an adult collectible, you want the package to be nice. A lot of collectors, they want nice corners to where they're not creased. This thicker cardstock should mean that you'll get better packages. Me, it doesn't matter too much, but I know some of you guys, you like the packages. Now right now I'm going to show all of the models so far from cases A and B, but if you stick around, I'm going to talk about, you see how it says a Spectra Frost? I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in the video. I'm also going to open up a classic to show you the difference in the paint treatments. I'm also going to talk about the satin cars to show you how similar or dissimilar they are with this. And because it's called Spectra Frost, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some original Redlines and look at some Spectra Flame, which is why Mattel is using that Spectra name. In the USA, these are between $3 and $4 depending on what store you go to. Now if you notice, it's got a red car, and then you got a blue car and a blue car. Nobody has any idea why the variety. It's probably marketing, trying to get people to buy more cars. So don't think that just because the red, well, you know what, I guess the red card is more rare, but is it really that much? Okay, so there's half as many on the red card as there on the blue card. I would suggest you just buy the package that you like. If you gotta have them all, that's up to you. Now let's take a look up close at the 63 Chrysler Turbine. It's kind of a goldish color, very nice. I forgot to check before I push the record button about the bases. Got a metal base. Matter of fact, does it say? Here we go. Metal. So these are going to be metal base, metal body releases, very nice. In this bottom right hand corner you can see it says retro slots. That's the name for these new wheels here. You know what's really cool? You look at them, looks like real Rider tires, but actually, you know what, they're plastic tires. I like that. Now people who like real Riders are probably going to say, I don't want to spend $3, $4 for plastic tires. Okay, fine, but you know what, they look pretty good. You look at them, it's a nice presentation. I like them myself. So there's a look at the 63 Chrysler Turbine. I'll be going in order, so that Chrysler was number 1. Here's number 2, the Blastoise Moto. Now I was thinking that they should use models that have lots of body for so they can really get the benefit of the paint. This is Spectra Frost paint, but you know what, there's a lot of people who like the Blast Lane, so the Blastoise Moto, a lot of people are liking that too. This one's kind of cool because look at those big fat tires, huge. Number 3, the 63 Plymouth Belvedere 426 Wedge. And actually, if you look behind the front tire, there's your wedge. I don't know what fruit that is, but that's what the wedge is for. Nice paint job. I like it. Now with the classics, oh, by the way, I was talking about the cars. I should have said this earlier. If there's 2 in the case, you're going to get a red car and a blue car. If there's 3 in the case, you're going to get 1 red and you're going to get 2 blue. Okay, it's a straight across. It's not really a chase because it's not that, look, they're even, 1 of each. Let's see, number 4, let's go ahead and pull out number 4. And if you're noticing, even though they're mixing up the paint on the car like this, 1 and 1, there will be no, there are no planned releases for multiple colors. However, people have found this 40 Ford Coupe in like a darker color, a different color. So I'm showing you this one real close so you can see it's kind of a touch on the, it's not, it might look lighter in the camera, but when you see the two together, the other one's definitely quite a bit darker. Nice pinstriping on this release. Front, sides, and on the rear. And metal base. I won't show you the metal base every time because they said they're going to have a metal base. Number 5, 65 Mercury Comet Cyclone. Nice, almost an ice blue color for you guys who are familiar with Redlines. Got a blown engine. Got the gasser, Willys gasser style. The gasser, what do you call it? Gasser style. I like having one. I don't like having a lot of them like this. One red, two blue. It's like that consistently. And like I should have said already, you're going to get the same car. You're not going to get different colors like in the Classics line. Now when the Classics line was released, they would have different colors of the car. So here you have the 67 Camaro, 67 Camaro, 67 Camaro, 67 Camaro. It was released in multiple colors, kind of trying to capture what they did with the Redlines in the early days. My early days, late 60s, early 70s. So they basically tried to copy that, how the early Redlines were, and so they would have multiple colors available. But for the cool Classic, it's going to be one color per car. Number 6, the Turbo Mustang. Very nice. I'm sure you guys also been noticing real cars. Haven't seen, of course, Blastoise Moto's fantasy, but it's a chopper. It looks good. So for adult collectors, nice to see real cars. 67 Pontiac Firebird, beautiful purple. Oh, very nice, very, very nice. Got tampos on all sides. I checked the other ones real quick, and I didn't see tampoed headlights though. No. Just to focus on the nice paint job and excellent cars and these new retro slot wheels. I would think that number 8, the 67 Ford Mustang Coupe, I think this one's going to please collectors of even people who don't particularly like Fords. Paint job's really nice, really bold. Got red interior to go with the red. Got a little ghost tampo here, Mustang 302. This was very discreet. Just a ghost tampo job. No headlights, no taillights. Metal base. Yep. This one very nice. Number 9, thank you very much. My custom V-8 Vega, my first car. Excellent to get a Vega. Now this is one case where I wish they would have multiple colors, but hey, you know, I know they can't do things just for me. But anyways, yes, nice to get another release of my Chevy Vega. I get a twofer. 2 of my favorite cars to collect, the Chevy Vega and the TBucket. Yeah, very nice. It's got a clear steering wheel. That's pretty unusual for a TBucket. Looks nice. Of course, TBucket changed. They used to have multiple pieces for the engine. I'll have to give you a link at the end of the video where I talk about the TBucket going plastic. But actually, this release, I'm looking at the body, metal. That plastic post right there is for the seat. But with this Spectra Frost treatment, I think it is going to go on metal bodies. So I think that's pretty sure. Oh, it has to be metal body because it says metal. So nice to see the TBucket back in the metal body, metal base version. They're going to save that for the adult collectibles. Number 11, AMC Rebel Machine. Yeah, beautiful green. Got side markers. Got a tampo right there behind the wheel. With these releases, it looks like they're trying to be minimalistic with the paint jobs. I mean, with the tampos. This way to emphasize the paint itself. And number 12, the 65 Mustang. What was that other Mustang? I'm going to have to look it up right now. This one's got a pretty unique color. It's kind of a grayish, a dark gray, dark silver. Nice. couple racing stripes, black interior. Another nice thing for adult collectibles, you got regular interiors, so that's nice. Where'd that Mustang go? Doo-doo-doo. Turbo Mustang, that's the one. I was just curious on the year. But there's number 12 for the Cool Classics. Now let's go ahead and open up one of the cars and take a close look at the paint job. Now the original Classics, they were the cars, the models themselves were like chromed. They were chromed and then given a paint treatment to try to simulate the original Spectra Flame paint. Here you have a Mustang, the custom Mustang. See how nice and shiny it is? Yeah. When you see these in person, big difference between looking at them on a computer screen. Now I had shown the pink heavy Chevy. I think I showed it earlier. But since I decided to keep the pink TBucket in the package, instead I'm going to open this Classics red heavy Chevy to go along with the 65 Ford Mustang Coupe from this Spectra Frost because of the Spectra Flame. So we'll get a look at the similarity. Hey, nice one. Excuse me. Get a closer look at the paint jobs. We'll go ahead and zoom in a bit here. Now, it's definitely not Spectra Flame, because the Spectra Flame you kind of can, you can, gotta get out of the way. You can see the metal practically through it. They were highly polished. Now this is definitely not polished, but they do have some kind of treatment underneath because it looks very, very nice. Now I didn't have, I just grabbed some cars real quick to show the satin paint job. Some people are looking at these Cool Classics and they're saying that, oh, it's a satin paint job. Well, here's a recent one, the Honda S2000, the satin paint job. And when you look at it compared to the Spectra Frost, yeah, it's look, you don't get as much glare off of the satin models, the satin paint job. And then when you look at it, there's definitely a difference. It's kind of cloudy a little bit. Pretty nice. I like it. And this one just slightly cloudy, but it looks polished. It's like there's a thin layer of some under paint treatment. Pass and Gasser before had this satin paint treatment. If you look at it, it's kind of a cloudy, pretty cool, pretty nice. And there's a couple actually current releases or within the last year or two that had the treatment. Maybe you guys have this custom 69 Chevy pickup, had the satin paint treatment. And I'm showing you these to you now because when you look at the Cool Classics, Cool Classics, here's one. It's got the satin paint treatment. So when you look at the Cool Classics and you think, hey, that's just a satin paint, it's not the same. And this one's a pretty recent release. At this time, you guys might be watching this years down, but right now I'm filming the September 2013, so this one has the satin paint job as well. Definitely different, definitely nicer for the Cool Classics, the paint job there. And then I showed you the Spectra Flame. There's the custom Mustang. Let's go ahead and pull out the custom Firebird. And then when you look, see, it's not the same. Look how reflective, look how shiny it is. But these, very, very nice. Like them a bunch. And I had changed my mind. Originally, sorry, I pulled out these two blue Redlines. Got some suspension of the original Redlines. No suspension. These are just straight axles. The axle goes straight across. This one is original, so it should have some spring. But straight axle, nice paint jobs. Here's your twin mill, original suspension. All that stuff is too expensive to replicate. There's ain't no way you're gonna get in $1. They try to replicate it in their $10, $15 online cars, and not enough people are buying them to keep the line going. And in addition, just getting too expensive. They're having a hard time getting the the plants to reproduce the bent axle suspension wheels. But nonetheless, this Spectra Frost paint job, not Spectra Flame, very, very nice. I'm sure you guys are going to be picking some up. You don't have to you don't gotta have them all. You know, buy what you like. Pick up a couple here, a couple there. If you want to get every card variation, if you want to have both the red cards and the blue cards, hey, that's up to you. It's your money. Me, I'll just be kind of picking and choosing. Now, I got them all now because I make the videos. So I like plastic tires. So I might be using these for downhill racing in the future. Conventions coming up. Somebody might get a shot. I don't know. We'll see how they go. I already have my champion downhill racers. But hey, gotta have some track time. Gotta get some cars on the track. Give them a shot. That's what they're for. And here's a ice blue type. Maybe not ice blue, but Ford J car. Yeah, Ford J car. Showing you another red line. Why Mattel keeps going back to the Spectra this, Spectra that. It's because they're trying to tap into our childhood, because that's what we liked. Anyways, happy collecting. Bye bye.